Alright, so last second decision on doing a fork rebuild on a 2001 YZ250. A friend of mine's bike, just rebuilding his forks for him. Thought I'd make a video, already did one. So yeah, split second, last decision, or last second split decision to make a video. Can't even talk. This is the nights I deal with. Right off the bat, I have already broken the cap loose and this bottom nut loose, just in case. I'm not completely certain. This is a single cartridge setup, so it's going to be fairly simple. Probably won't even have to break that loose. You could just take this cap off, pull your spring out, slide your tube down, or your oh my god, I lost it. But your inner tube down into your inner tube, and then you can start disassembling fork seals and that stuff. Simple single cartridge setup. All the specs for this machine are going to be down in the description. So if you're here for the oil level, it'll be down there, and if I find any other info for you to use, I'll put it down there as well. So right on. I got it tore down this far. I've already drained the fork oil, you know, broke the caps loose obviously, and we're at the point now where we're gonna separate oh my goodness, I can't even think right now. But we're gonna separate the, I guess should be the valve from the actual body. So yeah, just like that. And now I'm going to get this off and we'll go from there and pull the spring out. Also, I don't think I mentioned outer cap's 19, inner nuts is 17. But you should already know the 19 because you broke it loose on your bike. I hope. Just loosen top triple tree, break that cap loose, and then you can break the bottom triple tree loose, pull the fork out. But before you pull off your front wheel, down here off yonder, if you need to, you can break that loose before you pull off your front wheel. Make it easier on you. Alright, got the cap off, got the spring off, your little retainer, if that's what you're here for, goes like that. Cha-cha, you screw it on, no hairs, okay? No hairs. Repurposed jeans, that's how we recycle. But I am going to take the damper rod out just to see how this looks, and shit, the oil didn't even look that bad. But fork seals are gone, so it's gonna have to rebuild it anyways. So at this point, you'll just continue on with normal disassembly, which is you're gonna be peeling back. I might have to move this camera. I'll move this camera, show you the shit. You'll need a flathead screwdriver or a pick. I have both just in case. But all you're going to do is get in between your rubber seal and your outer fork tube body. Careful not to damage your inner fork tube, because that'd be bad. That'd be very bad. It's kind of stuck. Assist. Bam. Move that guy up and out of the way. And inside here is going to be a little C-clip ring that's got 4 nudges in it that you can grab. I suggest starting at where one of the opens is at. You'll see what I mean by open. Well, we're going to have to bring in the heavy ordnance. Not to damage that fork tube. Try the other side. Make sure they're all loose. You just end them, just in case. I do have a complete kit, but just in case the complete kit doesn't come with this. It's kind of stuck in a spot. Got it. Here, this guy. See? It's got an open. So you'd start at these notches, pry away. This one was kind of stuck all the way around, that's why it's a little difficult. And then here comes the fun part. Oh, you're going to want to watch this. It's into the dragon. I can see a mess happening. I'm going to move that. Ah! Fork seal. Ringer. Outer bushing, inner bushing. Cha-cha. This guy, I'm gonna clean him out and inspect for any damages down in the. He looks good. He looks good. This is a good tube. It's a good tube. All right. So I'm going to take these off real quick. Oh, look at you. I know women want you looking in their eyes, but for right now, keep your minds dirty on the dirty. So I'm just gonna spread this guy a little bit, get him off. Cha-cha, set him off to the side. Set him off to the side. Set him off to the side. Set this guy off to the side. I'm stacking everything in order as they come off. That way you cannot confuse anything. By now you should have rebuilt enough. This shouldn't matter, but good practice makes for perfect work. Alright, so I'm going to wipe this guy down and this guy down, and I'll be right back. Got them wiped down my rod, or my damper rod. Not this screwdriver apparently, it's got oil all over it. But I have my new fork seal, my new dust wiper. Kit came with some bushings. Also my, let me take these out of the package. It's a strong package. Also the retainer, I'm sure you can't see those parts. The retainer that goes in between the fork seal and the outer sleeve bushing. So, oh yeah, did not come with the retainer clip like I had hoped. And no O-rings. This is a Pivot Works kit, by the way. Just a fork rebuild kit. So, the part number, cha-cha, take a picture. Alright, anyways, gonna start putting this back together. I always like to do, I'm gonna push that down a little more. Oh, she's spitting. She spits. Dirty girl. Alright, so just take, starting with your dust seal. I already have my oil poured. If I did not mention this earlier, I'm sorry. 19 ounces is what they claim. I am not 100% on that. This is something I found online, but it was in multiple places, so I can only assume it's somewhat correct.
So this doesn't have 18 packs of bottles.
Do they at least have a? Do they at least have 12?
I got a 20 pack of bottles.
A 20 pack?
Yeah.
I can't drink that much, but I'll try.
Not in one night.
Oh, we'll see.
I got whipped cream and Moose Tracks ice cream syrup, banana splits, bro.
Banana splits?
Celebratory banana splits.
Celebratory banana splits. Alright. Had to put some gloves on. It says large, but these are like extra large. I mean, come on. That's not right. Anyways, dust seal's on. After dust seal comes your little clippy deal. We're gonna wipe him off real quick. Cha-cha. Trusty handy dandy recycled t-shirt for the win. Put this guy on. And then next will come your new fork seal. Rule of thumb with seals, the numbers or words or whatever are going to face away from the oil. So that would be your inner seal, outer seal. And we're just going to leave them down. The only reason why I use this little plastic bag is it helps protect these little ribs. Because there's two sharp edges here, once right as you go on, and then the next one is where your inner tube, fork tube bushing goes. Put that guy on. Our new, fancy new washer. I'm putting the sharp edge of the washer facing the bushing. Just cause. I'm just gonna wet it, or get this bushing slightly moist. I don't need the plastic bag on for this anymore. I just need it for the seals. I don't know. I've had too many. Forgive me. And then this guy will go on. Ta-da! And then you're going to take your cleaned out fork tube, ways, move some shit out of my way. And now this is where the most important tool before you do any of this is going to be your fork seal driver. For this one, I forgot to measure what size this fork tube is. I imagine it's a 46, 47, something like that. Definitely not a 28. Give me 1 sec. Let me wipe down my hands. And I will catch you in just a second when I get the right fork seal driver. If I can. Alright, so this is a 47 millimeter. I happen to have a 46, 47 combo. Motion Pro, only way to go. You must have a fork seal driver to do this. If you try anything else, you'll most likely damage the fork seal. I told you so when it happens. So, just a little bit. Sounds solid. Feels solid. Check, make sure it's underneath where the retaining ring sits. Yes, it is. Take our fork seal driver off. $47 well spent. Right there. Cha-cha. Alright. We got the fork seals pounded in. I'm going to move the camera real quick and I will be right back. In here, fork seals in. We're just going to set this clip in here, and I just set it in the notch on one side, opposite of where those go. Get them kind of pushed in there a little bit. Finish them off with the flathead. Set them. You'll hear the clicks. Click, click, and it's in. Ta-da! That easy. And then the dust seal, you don't need the fork seal driver for. You're just gonna thumb this guy in, okay? You need to work on your fingering capabilities anyways. Just in case you ever do get a girlfriend. This is gonna be a stupid move, but I just need to go just a little bit. I'm just turning the flathead completely horizontal with it, so it's flush. Got him in there. Got him in there. Got him in there. Usually this comes off, but he just handed it to me like this, and I'm kind of in a hurry, so yeah. Now we're going to compress this guy. We're going to oh, look at you, all on an angle and shit all the damn time. Cha-cha. You can still see what I'm doing. Alright, right off the bat, wipe down damper rod, putting him in there. Oh, just like a loaded musket shot. Spring. Ta-da. And keep wiping off my hands, cause. Alright. Sits on there nice and even. Right, I'm turning the whole rod. So at this point, we're back to the wrenches. Compress this guy a little bit. Jam your thumb in there. It's gonna hurt, but you'll survive, I promise you. And then we're just going to tighten this guy on. Tight, just kind of snug, you know. Don't get crazy with it. All right, now I'm going to retighten the bottom end of this one before I add the fork oil to it. So I'll be right back after I tighten this bottom one. It's a 14 millimeter hex head, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that either. This is where we add the oil. A lot of it. This is a lot. So you're just going to keep, of course, down. I'm going to put a lean to it so I don't spill nothing. Forks are so easy. Now, again, this is just a fork seal replacement. This is not a fork like build or rebuild. It kind of is because I replaced bushings, but that's not really what it is. If you wanted to rebuild these or do an actual tune, you'd be tearing it down and going through it, which I will have videos for. I should by now, I hope, because I have a 450, a 125, and a 250 that are going to get revamped and redone. Once you get the oil in, you're just going to screw your cap down as tight as you can with your hands, and then maybe even a little more smudges for the wrench. Voila, get in a couple bounces, charge it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you just do the same thing for the other one, and you'll be golden. Catch you on the next one.